look at that. We're live for another Joaquin Adventure Hour. This is Thursday, August 6th, 2026. Hello to X Rumble and BitChute. Hello to Lurkers and Bots. Hello to the chat. Hello to George.
Greetings, everybody. Greetings.
You stream every night because the stories are real, but the news, they be fake.
Oh, yeah.
Before we jump in, if you want to support the channel and myself, you can get a copy of The Immortal Mask, a 200-page graphic novel on sale now on my website, Dinales.com, CriticalBlast.com, or Amazon.com.
.com. Everybody wants to do .com.
Yep. And as always, we stream every night because the stories are real, but the news, they be fake.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Eric, one of the cheerleaders for Trump. The fake news claims that President Trump executive order against birthright citizenship tourism is illegal. And Stephen Miller immediately begins citing the specific U.S. federal statute that gives 47 that power. Section 215A of the Immigration and Nationality Act gives the president this authority. 21A of the Immigration and Nationality Act, very rarely used, probably one of the strongest laws in the entire federal code, gives him this power. That is not only, but the main statutory authority that is being used in this order. Birth tourism is by definition a fraud on the American system, on the American taxpayer, on the American visa. If you're coming here, and again, your stated purpose is that you're a tourist, then by definition, you are here to come for a few weeks, look what we have, engage in commerce, and leave. So if you're telling an officer you're here as a tourist, but your true purpose and intent is to have go to a baby mill, give birth, and try to mint an American citizen while you're here, then you're committing a fraud against the American government.
What?
Mm-hmm.
Sacrilege. So basically, they took the Supreme Court and cracked it up on a notch. The Supreme Court says, "Yeah, blah blah blah. Okay, we'll take your blah blah blah, and we'll see you with our blah blah blah."
All right.
How am I doing?
Yeah. 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 Wise guy, yeah. Yeah. We gotta know what this is all, yeah. So I would like to move over here and actually read what the hell they're talking about.
What?
Yeah.
The mainstream media doesn't do that, sir. How dare we do that?
Just consider us giving the middle finger to the mainstream media when we do that. All right, so I found it. 1185 travel control of citizens and alien. This is 215A. Travel control of citizens and alien restriction prohibited unless otherwise ordered by the president shall be unlawful for any alien to depart from or enter or attempt to depart from or enter the United States except under such reasonable rules, regulation, orders, and subject to such limitations and exception as, and here's the thing, as the president may prescribe.
Uh-oh.
All right. So that's A1, right? 215A1, 215A2. For any person to transport or attempt to transport from into the United States another person with knowledge or reasonable cause to believe that the departure or entry of such another person is forbidden by this section. 3, for any person knowingly to make any false statements in application for permission to depart from or into the United States with the intent to induce or secure the granting of such permission either for himself or for another. 4, for any person knowingly to furnish or attempt to furnish or assist in furnishing to another a permit or evidence of permission to depart or enter not issue or designate for another person's use. Five, for any person only to use or attempt to use any permit or evidence of permission to depart or enter not issued or designed for his use. Six, for any person to forge, counterfeit, mutilate, or alter or cause or procure to be forged, counterfeit, mutilated, or alter or permit or evidence of permission to depart from or enter the United States. Seven, for any person knowingly to use or attempt to use or forge to another for use of any false, forge, counterfeits, mutilated, or alter permit or evidence of permission or any permit of evidence of permission which originally valid has become or has been made void or invalid.
Holy smokes.
So I think it's black and white. The president may invoked, hey, coming here to do birthright tourism was valid before. He just made it ban. So now under this is part of the restrictions. They have to comply. They have to comply, or the Senate needs to change the law.
So basically, it sounds like he just boxed them in.
He just read their words, you know. And this is again the same pattern over and over and over. Oh no, the Supreme Court says he can't do this. Okay, I move this, and here's the real law, and here you go. Guess what? Future presidents and future politicians can't use that excuse anymore because the Supreme Court has clearly defined the boundary. So yes, in so many words, he has boxed them in, as she stated.
Oh, for crying out loud.
Remember, and just like the Save American Act, I am sure, I'm relatively sure, that if it doesn't pass for whatever reason, so here's the 3 points because I'm jumping a little ahead, but just for so people can understand, if it passes, it won't be effective until after the midterms. Number two, it passes, it's done, but still because it's so close, it didn't give enough time for the states to be able to change it, whatever, you know. Or three, they don't pass it. They don't pass it at all until after the election for the presidential election in 2028. So those are reasonably my three possibility. Of course, there's number four. They pass it and it gets in there. But he already said he's going to do an executive order to do all that cleanup, regardless, and they have to comply because it's lawful orders. So, again, he brought this up, right? And he pushed it, and we thought the Supreme Court was going to say, okay, you're right. The amendment is black and white. It's only talking about the slaves, the free slaves in America, not everybody else coming in. And then you have the justice not vote that way, and one justice saying, hey, you know, you can just make a change in the law and do it. Here, Trump said, let's look at the law clearly. Let's look at the lawyers who were paying tax salaries, right? Mm-hmm. Hey, Mr. President, did you know 215 or state 8 USC 1185 travel control of citizens in alien? And here's the interesting part right here. See right here? Text contains those laws in effect on August 5th, 2026. Why would it have to have those statements in here? Meaning that they reasonably looked at it, updated it, and made sure that the paragraph was clean.
Wow.
Yeah. So basically, the president says, I just need to enforce the law that's already on the books. which we said many shows ago. It feels like we're the past us. It's like saying, "Well, duh, guys, we said that like years ago. Just, just, you know, enforce the laws on the books." Someday we're going to have to make a montage of all of our past shows and put it in the sound of that montage song.
Yeah.
Lives a TikTok. Florida Democrat governor candidate David Jolly says it's ugly to condemn and oppose child sex changes surgery. You know, it was really ugly. David Jolly chopping off confused kids' body parts. If
Yep.
you don't think he's being pushed to do this, then I don't know what to say. George, how do you square after 2020, 2021, right? That Congress had the fence up, you had the National Guards from all 50 states in Washington, D.C., you had all the military facing away from Biden, the new soon to be president elect or president of the United States. Why did Trump get the 21 gun salute as a official and Biden got the um, dignitary firing, also called the funeral firing? Why was the whole city of DC empty that day? You know,
Yeah.
why were there buses being shipping people over from DC to somewhere so we don't know? You remember those videos we were playing? People on the
Vaguely.
ground saying, "Look at this! All these buses coming in. We don't know what those buses are for. Coming into the closed off fence and then leaving full of people." Yeah. Dr. Don Michael. We're not a medical channel. We do not uh, make any advice. Talk to your doctor. The Ozempic horror show, a $2 billion lawsuit just exposed. This woman's breaking it down, and it's pure nightmare fuel. Patients are losing decades of muscle in a single year. Body aging at warp speed, hard weakening. Then the real hell starts. Gastroparesis, stomach paralysis, so bad that food literally rots inside of you. Weeks. Oh, that's the smell. Remember, George? That
Yeah.
people who were taking the GLP-1 said that they always had a smell of rotting stench or something coming from them.
Yeah.
That has to be it. The food is literally rotting inside of their body.
Hmm.
Weeks of nonstop vomiting, ER visit on repeat. Some says their entire GI tract completely failed. Teeth falling out from chronic dryness, sudden permanent blindness, pancreatitis, kidney failure. Lawyers are screaming, "This is just the beginning." She looks straight into the camera and asks, the only question that matters: is any weight loss shot worth your strength, your smile, your sight, your life? Yeah, how are they going to swap out people who are criminally charged and not freaking out the masses? You know?
Yep.
Any comments?
Yep.
Nope. That's it.
Yep.
All right. Eric, activist judge Anna Reyes admits defeat, green lights President Trump's terminating temporary protective status for Haitian migrant following the Supreme Court ruling. The court's order, which has stayed the effective date of DHS termination of the Haiti's TPS, is no longer in effect. TPS has already been expired for days, and now the judge is performing the judicial walk of shame. Well,
Wait, is this the chick that refused to leave?
hmm?
Who's this chick again?
This is a judge that said, "Hey, that expired TPS isn't expire," and then Trump had to go to the Supreme Court and say, "Yes, that's expired," and then he can do so.
So she lost her job, or she lost her ruling?
She lost her ruling.
And how long did it take for her to lose the ruling?
I don't know, a couple of weeks.
That's a long time.
Yep. Eric, Senator Rand Paul just went around the Democrats in the full Senate floor. Dr. Fauci contempt of Congress referral is being reviewed by the DOJ already. Democrats are livid tonight. Key evidence also will be handed over to the state of Florida, which has been subpoenaed against Fauci.
Hold somebody in contempt. But if there's one person that should be held in contempt, it's Anthony Fauci.
Senate Homeland Security Committee Republicans imploring the DOJ to prosecute Fauci.
We will hand carry this over to the Attorney General. We will hand carry this to the District Court here in Columbia.
Chairman Rand Paul is freelancing, ignoring the custom of the entire Senate voting to refer someone to the Justice Department for possible prosecution.
There is some precedent for doing it that way, and it still may be done that way.
Fox can't locate any precedent for such a unilateral maneuver. Contempt for Fauci wouldn't pass on the floor because it needs 60 votes to break a filibuster. Democrats say Paul is out of line.
No individual senator, and no committee speaks for the entire Senate as a whole.
The DOJ says it, quote, seriously reviews all congressional referrals. Democrats believe disregard for Fauci invoking the Fifth could undercut any prospective case.
Is almost certainly never going to be approved by a court because it violates basic constitutional rights.
Fauci's
That guy's a
attorney.
bullshitter.
Well, he was also part of the Ukraine issue, so his neck is on the line.
This guy's not taking it well.
Yeah. Stephen A. Smith.
He feels so betrayed.
Oh yeah. He had to usher a public apology to Ivan.
Drago? Ivan Drago?
No, not Ivan Drago. Ivan Curran, I think, believe his name.
Okay.
Who was one of those players.
Oh yeah. They ridiculed the guy for.
Yeah.
Yes, I remember now. He lied that he took the shot because he didn't take the shot, and when they found out he didn't take the shot, they ridiculed him.
Yeah. The same thing with Anthony. So he had to issue a public apology for that.
Yeah, and you know what? He didn't take the shot.
Yeah, but this guy
now he's laughing it all the way.
Same thing with Anthony.
Do I think that he should be embarrassed for the self-adulation that he engaged in? You damn right I do. Because some of the things that he was telling us to do was inconsistent with science, but he was telling us it was science that led to him making the decisions that he made. Masking, 6 feet distancing, the closing of businesses.
Let's think a little bit. How can the virus attack you standing up but leave you alone when you're sitting down?
That's simple common sense. You think people would go, wait a minute, I call bullshit on this. You're telling me standing up you'll get the virus, sitting down you won't get the virus?
Yeah.
Or you're telling me that the virus stops at the border, so across the street you may get it, but if you cross the street you won't get it?
Yeah. All the illegal aliens don't get shots.
Yes. Mass illegal people coming in don't get vaccinated, but the people who are
here has to be vaccinated. It almost makes sense. It almost makes you think like, oh, I guess they want the current people to go away, so the new people that are being brought in have nice places to live.
Oh, it's the great replacement strategy.
Placement. Yeah, we actually read the UN document as well.
Now it's starting to make sense. Yeah.
Hey, Ethereal. How's it going?
Greetings. Yeah, whoa.
Forcing businesses to push those mandates upon people like me and others. Because I took the vaccine.
And there we go.
Yep.
And I took a booster. And I wore a mask. And we were told, hey, you ain't going to get COVID if you do that. And I got COVID. And damn it almost killed me. Going into 2022, I'm in the hospital 90 minutes before the ball is about to drop. And the doctor says, we've been at this for 3+ weeks. You got double pneumonia. You look really bad. If this antibiotic and this steroid does not work, Mr. Smith, I'm sorry, we're going to have to call your family. It looks that bad, but we should know in 3 hours. And through the grace of God, 3 hours later, I felt better after they gave me that steroid and that antibiotic.
I think anyone will feel better when they get some steroids.
No. He's not saying what medication he got. He's not saying what medication he got, George.
Oh, is that a bad thing or a good thing?
Hey, George, how do you think he'll feel? Like, hey, doc, I got lots of money. Give me the horse pace. And you know, some vitamin D and zinc. You know, guess what will happen? Some Sudafed. You know.
Okay, that's starting to come together now.
Hey, have you noticed? Have you noticed? Remember Tim Pool? Tim Pool said, "Oh, I went to a concierge doctor, and he gave me all these medication. He also
I was forced to take it,
Exactly.
because my doctor told me I was forced to take it. Just like Joe
I don't
Rogan.
believe it. I don't believe it, but I was forced to take it.
Yeah, Joe Rogan said the same thing. I was forced to take it. It wasn't my fault.
Ethereal Dragon, fine. Never gets notification for your channel. Well,
unsubscribe and resubscribe.
Yeah, they have shadow banned us, as you know.
Yeah, we're the original shadow banders.
Yes, shadow bandees.
Bandos, shadow bandos.
So hey, remember that all 200 members of Congress also took ivermectin?
Oh, all of them.
200 members, yeah.
Yeah, and did they say anything about it? No. Shots. Why?
No, nothing.
Also, remember, it was both sides, right?
Yeah.
So,
all of Congress, not just one Democrat Party or Republican. Both sides.
Yeah, so both sides are equally
culpable.
Yep.
Eric, CIA or him in the dirty whistle. Interesting. A lot of the predicate to investigate Trump ties directly to Rodney Joffrey. Oh wait, we've seen this name before. And the G Tech boys. Here's DC leak and DN hack attributions done by EA. Keep in mind that FBI has never even had the data from CrowdStrike, and they still made the attribution. In October 16, they are begging Sussman for data. Michael Sussman. Man, all these names that we've read before are just coming up again, George.
Oh, no. What are we going to do?
Yeah. So the FBI is predicating the investigation on the predetermined criteria set forth by Crossfire for a hurricane investigative team based on the assessment of reliable lead information received during the course of the investigation. And then we read this part before, which is in May 2016, a named member of the Trump campaign indicated he was knowledgeable that the Russian made a suggestion. The named member of that campaign is George Stephanopoulos, who was being interviewed saying, with a Australian diplomat saying that the Russian made overtures. Remember that?
Mm-hmm.
Could assist the Trump campaign with an anonymous release of information during the campaign, damaging to the Clinton campaign. According to the U.S. intelligence community, the information the Russian intelligence gained to the Democratic National Committee network as early as July 2015 and maintained access through June of 2016. Circa March 2016, the Russian intelligence also gained email access to senior Democratic Party official and political figures. The USIC assessed with high confidence beginning in June 2016, the Russian intelligence service used DCLeaks.com and WikiLeaks to publicly release materials obtained through the aforementioned cyber operation, which we found out not true, and not true, all lies, all fake. And they're just putting in the information. Hi. Happy Friday. I just wanted to check in with you guys. Any update? There's been a few areas where your performers were going to take a deeper dive. I'm particularly interested in the DC leak stuff, where there wasn't an in-depth analysis like the original data C attached. Thanks, Heather. I took an initial look, but blank at the FBI HQ is taking a deeper dive. We really appreciate all the work your performers are doing.
Whoa. All the work the performers are doing?
Your performers are doing.
What?
Yeah. I'm sorry. You would say workers, your employees, your colleagues, your performers? Back at our direction, David made a list of documents and data sources that he thought would be responsive to the subpoena. They are the DARPA white papers, the white paper on the DNC attack attribution, the analysis of attack of the EOP, or Executive Office of the President Network, the white paper for the DOJ on the APT-29 related hackers, the cryptocurrency transaction analysis that include IOTA related domains, the Mueller list of domains and indicators related to the ATP-28. And this is the something phone directory files, and then Renosia's chat logs. We may have further information after we were able to speak with our client, but not sure when that will be at this point. Hope this is helpful for you. Kind regards, Jody. Hi, Michael. Do you believe in DCC would be amenable to letting the FBI computer forensic personnel on site to conduct the imaging? Elvis M. Chan. Hey, George. Elvis M. Chan. Do you recognize that name?
Isn't it Elvis crazy half brother?
No, George. Elvis M. Chan was the supervisor on the Twitter files. Remember where Twitter was surveilling people on Twitter and reporting to the FBI? This was the liaison. Remember?
No, actually, I don't.
Yes. You were so upset that nothing is done.
I actually sound like Bill Cosby?
Yes. Put the pills in the drinks and shake it all up. And then you do the nasty over here and you put the nasty over there.
All right.
And Michael Sussman, which John Durham tried to prosecute for the lowest misdemeanor charge and was acquitted in the D.C. court because the jury was all Trump derangement syndrome personnel. Michael Sussman, in theory, sure, but I'm checking to see if the data with CrowdStrike now or at DNC. I'll start a new email and you'll put you directly in touch with CrowdStrike. Michael Sussman, Perkins Cooley. So look, it's like coming around. You know, you just have to do it in waves. In waves, George. And each wave it gets a little bit bigger and bigger.
Could be coming around the mountain.
When she comes, right. I don't know why they always made it. It just sounds much dirtier than it wants to need. It needs to be. She's coming around the mountain. When she comes, she'll be coming around the when she comes. Eric, the state of Florida has officially subpoenaed Anthony Fauci. All right, let's hear the AG say this and what he has to say.
Dr. Anthony Fauci, Mr. Attorney General, you got the floor. What are you doing?
That's great to be here. Well, just about an hour or two ago, we issued a formal subpoena to Dr. Fauci under Florida state law, seeking a breadth of documents ranging to what he knew, when he knew it, his doubts about the safety and efficacy of vaccines that he's out there promoting. And we're really focused in on his self-dealing. Evidence has come to light that he was trying to personally profit off of this. This is outside of his government duties, his official role. He's trying to pursue book deals, awards, get connected with high rollers that, you know, might help him come into millions and millions of dollars. This is wrong, and it could go towards a deceptive trade practice, fraud, public nuisance, you name it. I think there's many aspects of Florida law that now are implicated.
So what's the evidence that you're pointing out here?
Well, a lot of it, you know, he revealed himself in this diary. We've got communications, emails with subordinates where he's asking them to help work on applications for these awards. We know one award in particular, he made $900,000 on that. Again, this is separate and independent from his government salary.
Oh, by the way, New York Post, Fauci fed up wife flips the bird as the ex-top doc miserably takes out trash hours after contempt vote. She's not far behind. You know why? You know why?
Okay, I go ahead. I'm curious now. Why?
Do you know who's Fauci's wife is?
Yeah, somebody who's not good looking.
Yeah, but do you know who she is? I'll take your silence as a no.
It's a soft no.
All right. She is Christine Grady. You know why that's important? Because she was you know what her job is? Her job was a commissioner of the study of bioethical issues. What does that mean? That means that she's supposed to be saying, hey, this involvement, right? She was the head honcho of the bioethic department at the NHI, George.
Really?
Yes.
Think about that for a second. Let me put my extra thinking hat on. No, I got nothing.
You got nothing.
Hey, I did extra deep dive in my noggin. I got nothing.
Dr. Anthony, this is from Fox News. Dr. Anthony Fauci's wife, Christine Gray, serves in a leadership role overseeing bioethic research at the National Institute of Health, a position that doesn't give her oversight of her husband's work. Earlier this week, Twitter CEO Elon Musk suggested the Gray position gave her the authority to oversee work conducted by Fauci, who currently serves as the White House chief medical advisor and director of the National Institute of Allergy and Infectious Disease, and ensure he complied with the agency ethics rule. Comments sparked confusion on whether there was a conflict of interest regarding Fauci's professional relationship with his wife. And they're saying, and this is back. This is let's see, when was this back? Because they're talking. Oh, December 30th, 2022, when they revealed that little factoid, right? And they said, oh, no, she's not overseeing Fauci. But we know what? I think she did oversee Fauci. Because you know why? Hey, George, remember one of the ways that people could talk to each other was pillow talk, where a wife and husband cannot self incriminate each other through marriage? What do you want something like that to be in place? In case you're in a situation where you get subpoenaed and indicted and charged?
Don't you think it's a little far stretching?
No, I think it's right in line, because these is how these scumbags actually do it. Remember, we read a whole document, 40 million document, that said that these perpetrators communicated through their lawyers for confidentialities.
Yep.
We learned that the Fifth Amendment extends to married couples as well, because they can't self-incriminate against their spouse. And lastly, we know that because in the Mueller document and also the Durham document, Bruce Orr and Nellie Orr were couples. One was with Nellie was with Fusion GPS, and Orr was with the State Department, I believe.
So they had a choice of either or.
Let's see. Sorry, FBI. This is back 7 years ago. We confirmed that Bruce Orr was a willing and constant conduct between Fusion and GPS paid for the Clinton campaign and the FBI. When and how did the FBI learn the DOJ lawyer Bruce Orr, wife Nellie Orr, worked for Fusion GPS?
I think it was before or after the encounters.
Yeah, after the encounters. So, Again, old news becoming new news again for people who weren't paying attention the first time around. Colin Ruggs, Iraq man tries blaming Tesla autopilot for speeding after being pulled over by a police officer in Colorado. Tells the officer contact Tesla's customer service. The driver was seen yelling at the officer after the officer refused to let him blame Tesla. Officer's going a little fast. Man, I wasn't driving. That's assist driving autopilot, sir. Officer, you're in charge, though. That wasn't my fault, so you can complain to Tesla's customer service. No matter what technology your vehicle has, the person behind the wheel is accountable for the vehicle's action. These systems are designed to assist you, not drive for you, the Parker Police Department said. Don't blame me, blame the car. It wanted to fly high. Well, you know what? If it was autopilot, then you should have just been seated back in there and say, your officer, I'm not driving, I'm back here. It was self-driving. George?
Okay, give me a sec. Are you telling me you had the capabilities of launching autopilot?
Uh-huh.
In a fancy schmancy car?
Uh-huh.
And they never activated that feature?
Oh, they supposedly activated the feature, and that's why he's blaming the feature.
Okay, I'm following you so far.
But he's behind the wheel when he should have been the back seat.
All right, okay, all right. I dig it.
You know, like that one guy who tore open his Tesla, put a giant TV screen, and was playing video game while the Tesla was driving for him.
Okay, so what I'm hearing is...
Yeah.
They have the technology
Yes,
but
we
they
can
don't
rebuild him.
utilize it properly.
Uh-huh.
Which means Tesla
Yeah.
is not doing their due diligence in marketing the correct way to use a Tesla.
No, they want them to buy an Optimus to drive their Tesla.
Yeah.
If they know how to do an autopilot, why not buy an Optimus? Remember? Eric, Senator Amy Klobuchar, I believe in supported funding for order at the border. The crowd erupts in laughter. Klobuchar, wow. Blind Capgirl, gaining a ticket without the thrill of speeding, best argument against self-driving ever. Well, he kind of failed because he was behind the wheel. Should have been like, officer, I'm over here as a passenger. I activated the device. There was no way I could have stopped it at any point of time. Which is, scary. Scary when you think about it. You know what? We need a little laughter. You need a little laughter, George?
Happy Juneteenth! No. Please have a seat. Please have a seat.
Yeah, now I need it.
And to my Divine Nine family. Good evening, everyone. Happy Juneteenth! Please have a seat.
It's almost like yesterday.
Yeah.
Jason, Dr. Fauci entry, Jan 21. It looks like the virus might be compromised. In January 2021, world-renowned HIV virus researcher David Ho shared immediate concerns about the COVID shot performed according to Fauci diary. David Ho is doing tests on convalescent Syria and series of people who were vaccinated and is finding disturbing data both in the UK and worse in the RSA mutants. It looks like the vaccine might be compromised. Had regular every 2 weeks calls with Bill Gates, Bill and Trevor Moulton knows about the issue with the mutation that David Ho is working on. Overall, the impact of the virus neutralization is profound, with the SA variant being worse than the UK variant. It's quite clear that these two variants could now resist several classes of neutralizing monoclonal antibodies already used in the clinic or still in development. In most cases, we understand which of the mutations are conferring the resistance. This information is particularly relevant to companies like Lilly and Regeneron, which have approved clinical products that are severely affected by these results. In addition, a large majority of convalescent plasma samples shows an appreciable loss in activity against the new variants, suggesting reinfection may be more likely when confronted with either of the two strains. Finally, we observe a significant impact on vaccine Syria in every serum sample tested shows a substantial loss in neutralizing activity against the SA variants, whereas the loss of activity against the UK virus is not as large or as universal. Again, we believe the latter finding should be shared promptly with the field because these new strains threaten the effectiveness of the current vaccine. Mace, speaking of Fauci Gates projects, this is how we made memes before AI. Back in my day, here's this.
And within 11 months, have a vaccine.
When I first saw it, I thought, that can't work.
There is so much conspiracy theory. They were absolutely correct.
We have a generation that's speaking out on this topic.
Yeah.
Not easy, but since it may be necessary to avoid climate change, we shouldn't give up. And it needs a level of cooperation.
The emergence of a new infection, a brand new disease killing almost everybody.
Huh. Response to this. Dent Hollow, a dive into birth control, Depo-Provida, a Gates and Fauci project. Hey, Fauci, that didn't happen.
And you have animals that come out of the wild that are sold at these open, what they call them, wet markets, that jumping of species from an animal reservoir occurred. Bullshit.
It didn't happen.
That didn't happen.
Bullshit. Bullshit. It likely jumped species from an animal reservoir into humans and now is spreading among humans. The ridiculous bullshit.
Just never happened.
Never happened.
Never happened.
Never happened.
That the most likely origin is a natural origin from an animal reservoir to human.
It didn't happen.
Never happened.
Didn't happen.
Just no way.
I don't think it ever happened.
That didn't happen.
And it still never happened. It never happened.
It never happened. And you have animals that come out of the wild that are sold at these open, what they call them, wet markets, that jumping of species from an animal reservoir occurred. Bullshit.
Oopsie.
Whoopsie. You know, whoops. Man, whoops. Whoops. Can you say whoops? I guess it's whoops. Any comments, George?
Yeah, I think they should just pack up their bags and go. If they're going to just be laxy-daisy, they should find something less stressful, like, you know, a Sunday working at a Dairy Queen. Nobody buys that stuff anymore.
I don't think they'll be able to do a Dairy Queen. Dairy Queen won't even want them anymore. Brian Cates is actually unregistered foreign agents of a shadow government embedded deeply within the executive branch intelligence, law enforcement, and national security apparatus. We're trying to take down a president who wasn't a member of their shadow government by launching a counterintelligence investigation of that same president by accusing him of him being, check the paper, I swear to God I'm not making this up, an unregistered foreign agent of the Russians. It's more of a farce than you know. Fear of Beer investigation, James Baker. E.W. Priestap. At the direction of the Assistant Director of the FBI Counterintelligence Division, following the consultation of the Office of General Counsel, the FBI is opening a full investigation based on articulable factual basis that reasonably indicates that the President, Donald J. Trump, may or have been willingly or unwillingly involved in activities for or on behalf of the government of Russia Federation, which may constitute violation of the Federal Agents Registration Act, FARA. You know? Sometimes you think about it, and then it hurts your head. It hurts your head.
Wait a minute, is that one of a kind? It can't be one of a kind.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you're right. It does. It hurt my head. What's next?
All right.
So so the first part of the year, the first year, Trump was setting himself up to be awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Second part of the year is Trump is awesome. What's the third part?
Trump is awesome, and we have money in our pockets again.
Okay, I can dig that.
Yeah. we're just waiting for that because supposedly the policy should be, changing.
All right. So what's this?
Lewis of TikTok. Senator Cruz, does the Muslim Brotherhood also partner with the Democratic Socialists of America? Counterterrorist analysis. Yes, they do so. Well, there you have it.
The Muslim Brotherhood partnering up with Queers for Palestine is like a crocodile making friends with a juicy turkey. One day that turkey is going to be thrown off the roof and onto a plate of awesomeness.
Yeah. Or violated by the abomination called a Katukden.
Just saying.
Yeah.
Did you know they're planning on Matrix 5 now?
Yes, they talked about that. And?
Terrible. Absolutely terrible.
Well, we don't even know if they're even going to bring Keanu back.
What?
Yeah.
I guess somebody didn't read the memo, did they?
I mean, I think their story has, ended with 4. Where can you take it from 4,
I think Keanu's going to go. Remember that one time I was working for the Matrix, and I gave my $75 million paycheck to the visual effects artists?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, well now, bitch, you're going to have to pay $150 million because I want my 75 back.
I don't know. I don't think so.
What's this?
Remember, May 2024, Biden is informed that the cost of a home that has double and real wages has gone down during his presidency. Biden, yeah, but inflation was at 9% when I took office.
The cost of buying a home in the United States is double what it was when you look at your monthly costs from before the pandemic. Real income, when you account for inflation, is actually down since you took office. Economic growth last week, far short of expectations. Consumer confidence, maybe no surprise, is near a 2-year low. With less than 6 months to go to Election Day, are you worried that you're running out of time to turn that around?
No president's had the run we've had in terms of creating jobs and bringing down inflation. It was 9% when I came to office. 9%. But look, people have a right to be concerned.
The cost of buying a home in the United States is double.
9%. 9%, George. 9%. It means when you pass the American Affordable Inflation Act?
What? No. Yes, sir, you're talking crazy talk.
Man.
Oh my God. Get this.
What?
Netflix and its ultimate craziness, or attack on Blockbuster.
Uh-huh.
You know how you have your browsing experience in Netflix? You have all the pictures, just the wallpaper of it.
Yeah.
Well, now they created an interface that looks like Blockbuster.
They still have a complex against Blockbuster.
I know. They're literally, you can literally walk through the aisles in a Blockbuster and choose the movie you want to see.
You know what? I think they're seeing the writing in the walls. I think people are now done with the novelty of streaming, and I think the rental stores of the days, Blockbusters, Hollywood. What was
People want physical media.
Yeah, and I think that's coming back.
Yeah. After this.
Oh well,
this story here.
It won't be. It won't be. It won't be. immediately. I think I'll give it another 5 years, because right now they're season production, but it has to be like a crash,
Yeah,
a global
there's not
crash or
enough
something.
people realizing that. Hey, my library, where is it?
Yeah,
What do you mean I don't own it?
when that happens, people are going to say, "Oh, f this."
Yep.
Yeah, and go back to physical, and they're going to demand physical, and we're going to have a whole, physical renaissance kind of deal. Because physical, when there's no power, no, let me excuse it, because even if you have power, you won't be able to use physical. When there's no internet, you can plop up a offline copy and watch it without worrying if they changed it or whatever. Eric, in a bombshell drop, declassified file shows that 633,000 Maricopa County, Arizona voter files were hacked and stolen on the eve of the 2020 election, and Biden DOJ refused to do anything about it after months-long investigation. Just the news. Okay, interesting.
Yeah.
Maze. So it's responding to Democrats. This was Trump's hair less than 3 months ago. Yes, he's 80 years old. So
Yeah, he's in the wind.
And he is in the wind. And Biden got hair plugs, and then he changed his entire face.
It's
So,
a different It's a different Biden. That's Biden. What 7? Biden 8.
I mean, look, what can you do? What do you expect? Come on, man. I need to look more friendly. That's not a friendly face.
He's good at squinting. He's
Yeah.
He's a squinter. He's a quintessential president.
Yeah.
The quintessential president. Hey, that's not bad. Copyright GeorgePeterGatsis 2026.
Yeah.
The quintessential president.
All right. Dexro, a new website turns your streaming library into a virtual blockbuster. You can browse Netflix, Prime Video, and much more on video store shelves. So it's not actual Netflix then. It's a third-party app.
It's a third-party app, but the only way the third-party app can work if Netflix allows it to.
Mm-hmm.
There's no way you can run an API on a website without permissions.
All right. John McCaffrey news. FOIA document shows Chief Justice John Roberts received payment from Obama-owned LLC just days before ruling against Trump. All right. This is unverified news, so take it as a grain of salt. The deep state favorite swing vote just got exposed. Newly released FOIA documents revealed that Chief Justice John Roberts released payment from Obama-owned LLC only days before each of his major rulings against the Trump administration. Pattern is clear. The deep state lets Robert vote however he wants on a smaller issue, but reels him in hard when they need him to strike down something critical like bans on birthright citizenship. Robert has rigged more than $5 million on this term alone. The man in black robe, who's supposed to be impartial, has been cashing checks from the other side right before the biggest decision. That's why the fulcrum point isn't Roberts, it's Barrett. That's why I said wherever Barrett votes, Robert will vote as well. Forget Robert. We already know he's been compromised since Bush selected him back in, 2003? So whoopie freaking do? Impeach him. Oh wait, you can't impeach him because the Congress is corrupt. Senator Rand Paul, it's official. Letters to prosecute Fauci has been hand delivered to the DOJ. Yay!
Hey, look at it. Zoom in. Look at that. Ooh, ah.
There you go.
You know, he didn't have to send a. He didn't have to send an envelope. He could have just put all the information on the letter on the envelope itself. Prosecute Fauci.
Yeah. There you go. We'll see what happens.
Nothing's going to happen.
I said we'll see what happens. I didn't say what was going to happen, George.
I'm just saying nothing's going to happen because everyone's not categorizing it correctly.
I suppose that's the case.
I can see you going to court. Your Honor, you can't pass judgment on me. Why is that, Mr. Fauci? Because you haven't categorized it correctly.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Well, gosh darn it, you're right, Mr. Fauci. I guess it's case dismissed.
Case dismissed, George. Case dismissed. Has the case been dismissed? No. Fauci Senate Homeland Security Committee has voted to hold Dr. Fauci in contempt of Congress with a vote of 8-5. And as we saw it, he posted that up. Unusual whale breaking. A Japanese official has repeatedly requested the U.S. government stop meme posting involving character in franchises such as Mario, Pokemon, and Naruto for IGNs. Please stop posting. I doubt. I doubt they're doing it. You know why? You know why? I know this is IGN. You know why I don't believe they will ever say that, George?
Go on.
Because trillions of dollars between economic trade development and trade is on the line. You think they're going to really stop President Trump and his administration from using memes to say, hey, guys, we're going to lose trillions of dollars, but we need to protect our IP like Mario, Pokemon, and Naruto?
What?
That's what I'm saying. This is reporting from IGN saying that a Japanese official has repeatedly requested the U.S. stop this meme posting involving characters in franchises like Mario, Pokemon, and Naruto on its social sites. I think it's just like, hey, when trillions of dollars are involved, you think the Japanese official are really gonna say, hey, we don't want you to use Mario and Pokemon or Naruto and your political memeing, just like we won't use Superman in bombing Pearl Harbor. You know?
Yeah.
So I don't think that's going to happen. Music. I watched this like 10 times. I'm still dying of laughter.
Oh, man, guys, watch this video. Just watch what is going to happen. You want pepper me, Abi? Just watch. You want pepper me with your tomato? Watch me. And let me open my own. Just watch, guys. Paka. Watch. No different. Different way J is that. Now my own and manual, your own automatic. You never finish. No.
That's a pretty good car opener.
Yeah.
Back door opener thingy, whatever you want to call it.
It's a full service.
Yeah.
So who really won in life? That's the real question. Demon Flying Fox, The Odyssey, but in Vietnam War music. All right.
Left the burning streets behind. Brown water pulled us with a tide. We reached a lonely shore. Met a one-eyed man drunk on war. Drove a bamboo stake through his eye. Watched his camp light up the sky. Shoved our boats into the stream while he cursed us through his screams. Wait for me, Penelope.
the Asian guy was from Alter Carven season 2 and season 1.
Oh yeah.
He was Kovacs' original body.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Rewind a little and continue.
Smoke is burning in my eyes, watching all my brothers die.
Wait a minute. I know that pose. Snake. Holy smoke! I already got a Metal Gear Solid. He can play Snake. Oh, the smoke!
Left our boats beneath the tree.
Great. Why are you giving Hollywood another Saving Private Ryan moment?
Oh, just you really know how to ruin a really good tune.
Green turned black before my eyes, morning filled with broken cries. Watched each patrol boat sink and drown. The river swallowed all but one. Cut the ropes and drifted free, but death kept riding next to me. Wait for me, Penelope, underneath that apple tree. Smoke is burning in my eyes, watching all my brothers die. Found a woman down the line, she turned good soldiers into swine. Reached the ditch where my brothers lay, they haunt my nights and rot by day. Voices singing through the rain, promising to end the pain. Charlie left, mortars ride, no one makes it out alive. Don't touch the cattle by the shrine, you'll trigger every buried mine. Silence made the choice the day we slaughtered them anyway. One by one my brothers fell, the river carried them to hell. Now I'm drifting all alone, halfway dead and heading home. Wait for me, Penelope, underneath that apple tree. Smoke is burning in my eyes, watching all my brothers die. Walk back to the porch at last. August raised his head then passed. Strange men drank beneath my roof. Telemachus asked, who are you? Penelope searched through my eyes, only found another light. Thought I'd reached my final shore, but war was waiting at my door. Here I am, Penelope, standing by the apple tree. The war still lives behind my eyes. I watched all my brothers die.
You know, he looks like Boris the Animal.
Yeah. That was pretty freaking cool, man. That was way better than the Odyssey.
By the way,
I feel like I have to dump her, George. She has a huge Palestine flag hanging in her bedroom, but I am hesitant because she is hot and definitely on the younger side.
Look on the bright side, Jerry. At least she's passionate about boundaries.
Mamdani has completely ruined this city, George. Palestine doesn't exist. Look at them, unemployed and misinformed.
Well, at least they're getting some fresh air, Jer.
The slogan of New York used to be so simple. You step into traffic, it's, hey, I'm walking here. Suddenly now you cross the street and it's Allahu Akbar. I mean, Mayor Mamdani, what is going on? We went from jaywalking to holy war overnight.
All right, that's as far as I think we should go.
Okay.
It's just, there's no way. YouTube will definitely hit this.
Okay. I think it would have hit it 30 seconds ago.
It's not bad.
Not bad.
They could have done better.
Could have done better. You know?
Wait for me, Penelope.
All right. All right. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. That's it for tonight. George, what's your final thoughts?
I'm gonna watch that Odyssey movie again. It's 3 minutes long.
Yeah.
Instead of 3 hours long.
Thank you to Antero Dragon. Thank you to Blonde Golf Girl. Thank you to Lorcas and Bots. We'll see you tomorrow for more, because tomorrow never ends. Till tomorrow.
I believe that together we can make America great again. I believe that together we can make America great again.